Tracy from Blitz Magazine. I am hanging out with Bryan White. Bryan, so great to see you again.
You too, thank you.
You've hit it big in the 1990s with Lynn and Someone Else's Star. How do you think the music industry has changed in the past 10 years?
Wow, in many ways. The industry is improved in a lot of ways, but also declined in some ways. What we know as the record label is slowly going away, and artists are finally taking control of their careers creatively and business-wise, which is a good thing. I think you're going to see a real upsurge of some amazing creativity in the next decade with artists, and so I think it's changed for the better. I think for the most part. So we'll see. We'll see. The jury's still out as to what's next, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people are worried about the state of the industry, but I think it's changed for the better. I think artists should get more control.
Yeah.
So compared to being a major recording artist back in the day, and now to going to an independent artist, how do you think that's different?
Different. Well, it's to me it's every bit as hard to work because you're wearing a lot more hats these days, and it's you're doing a lot of the jobs that people did for you back in the day. So I definitely respect what those people did for me back then. I realize now how hard work it was. But it's nice to know at the end of the day when you lay your head down that things are being done the way you want them to be done.
Well, speaking of the past, I know you've overcome a lot of obstacles. What advice do you have to others just starting off in this business?
Oh wow, is there anything else you want to do? No, I'm just kidding. You tried med school. No, I'm kidding. You know what? My best advice for somebody that's new in the industry or wanting to get into the industry is remember that bad company corrupts good character. So you want to have great people around you. Try to surround yourself with good and just people that only hope for you. They're only out for your well-being, and they're not afraid to tell you what you need to know as opposed to what you want to hear. So and keep the best musical community around you. Stay active and just don't take no for an answer. Be real tenacious about your art and just knock down all the doors and go after it.
Very, very good advice. You have two little kids right now. What do you think about Dad being a country singer, and do they want to follow in your footsteps one day?
You know what? I think they're just now starting to realize what Dad does. I don't think they'll. I think it'll be interesting to see how they learn more about what I've done the older they get, and they seem to be more inquisitive the older they get. So we'll see. But they do overall. They do know what Dad does, and it's really hard to tell right now what they want to do. I've got one that's super creative and really excited about music, and then the other one's excited about sports. So it's really kind of hard to tell right now, but I can tell they're very smart and very talented in what they do. So.
Well, they're only, what, 6 and 7 right now,
yeah.
So still plenty of time to figure that out.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you've got a backyard barbecue coming up. Fans are very excited about that. What can you tell us?
Well, a lot of my friends think I'm crazy, but I've always wanted to do something like this, and it seems like the perfect time to do this. We're allowing some fans to come to my property to be able to do a kind of a backyard concert barbecue, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be intimate, and it's going to be about as personal as you can get with me. So I know fans are excited about it, and it's just my way of saying thank you and allowing them to kind of step a little closer into my world.
Well, I know a lot of them have been commenting, asking, if it was in their state, they'd go. Have you ever thought about doing stuff like that in other states?
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of different things like that, so I wouldn't rule that out. I'm sure we'll probably start doing more stuff like that.
House party type of thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Well, when you were a kid growing up, Steve Warner was your absolute idol, and you wanted to work with him, and now you are. I mean, that's got to be awesome.
Absolutely. It's may just be being nice, but I'm excited to watch somebody's career begin and to be a part of a CD release party for her. It's a big an honor for me to be here, and I also get to come up and see some of my dear friends, which is priceless to me. So I'm just glad to be here, and I look forward to hearing her sing.
Well, I know she said she's a fan of yours, and she knows some of your songs and listens to you growing up. So
Cool.
You seem to come to Minnesota a lot. You must have some close ties, friends here.
I do. I have a lot of friends, a lot of amazing artists and writers and performers, and I'm so glad I met them back in the day, because it's brought such a depth to my life having all of these friends up here, and I love coming here, and I wish I came here more. I'm hoping for more opportunities, because I love Minnesota.
Speaking of friends, a lot of your fans are like friends now. They've stuck with you through the years. How do you keep that connection going with them?
Well, it's work sometimes, because sometimes we all get off of each other's radars because we get busy with life, but it takes effort sometimes, When you think of somebody, sometimes you got to go beyond the text and just say, you know what, I'm going to call them and say hi, and you just got to stay at it, and stay on it, because you lose touch if you don't.
So thinking ahead, what plans do you have in your career? I know you're taking a business trip next month to Australia.
Yeah. The plan is just to stay creative, and I've got a lot of new ideas up my sleeve, and just tackling new things in the next year to come, and definitely new music to come as well. So
I know you have a lot going on in your career. You got a brand new recording studio. You're doing producing, writing for other artists, involved with a songwriting agency now. What can you tell us about all that?
wow. Well, in a nutshell, I'm multi-tiered and staying as active as possible. For any young aspiring artists that are out there, please submit material to me, because I'm always looking for new talent, and that's part of how I feel I need to give back, is by finding talent and helping them achieve their dreams as well, and help funnel them through to the right people. Because I'm a producer too, so that's a major passion of mine. So I guess this new season is wearing multiple hats. So
That's great advice, and I think you're a really good guy for upcoming artists to go to, since you've been through so much in this business and been around for so long. Well, thank everybody for watching. It's Tracy from Blitz Magazine with Bryan White.